What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another Madden 23 rebuild. Today we're going to be rebuilding the New York Football Giants. And they have a lot of holes, a lot of questions to be answered, a lot of players to re-sign at the end of this season. I'm just going to sim through the first year, and I'll see you guys at the end of the year, where we will discuss everything there. We finished the season 7-10, but this year doesn't really count anyway, as I just wanted to get through it and actually start the rebuild. Chiefs, Cowboys in the Super Bowl instead of Chiefs, Eagles, so it is still an NFC East team, just the wrong one. And there's one thing I actually really want to change about this team, and that is on Daniel Jones' traits. So, Brian Daboll came in. Daniel Jones played much better this year than he had in previous years. Didn't have quite as many touchdowns as you'd like to see from a quarterback, but I don't think he has oblivious senses pressure anymore. We're going to give him average, as I think that's about where he lies, and he does throw the ball away now. If there was an average forces passes, I would put that, but aggressive probably fits most out of the options available. I simmed a little too fast, but the Chiefs ended up beating the Cowboys 40-22 in the Super Bowl. And now we have some decisions to make. First one being Saquon Barkley. How much do we pay him? How long do we keep him? I'd say 6 years is good. He could probably play till he's 32. If I do a player-friendly deal, what if I do very player-friendly? Take that down, give him a 7-year, $87 million. See if he takes this, and he does. Saquon's back. I mean, he's gonna want a lot of money, that's for sure. Shepard got up to superstar. I didn't know if I wanted to bring him back, but now seeing that, I think I would bring him back on a 3-year 17 or 2-year 17. And I mean, superstar it's nice. Julian Love I see being around long term as our strong safety. I would give him a 5-year 30, and Julian Love is back. Darius Slayton, he's a guy, right? He's a good 3rd, 4th option on your team. I'll make him an offer him this, and Slayton is back. Richie James I'll let walk. He was very serviceable throughout the year. He was actually like the most reliable receiver on the Giants in real life. But in Madden, he's 27, normal dev. Not going to get much further with him. Hodgins, same thing. I love the dude in real life. Madden, he has 86 speed. I love Nick Gates in real life. He's just going to be a backup center if we resign him. Fabian Moreau, he was okay this year as a number 2. But 73, 29 years old, normal dev, not going to cut it. And then Daniel Jones, I want to franchise tag because I don't want to put him on a long-term deal. That's going to give us only a little bit of money to work with. It's going to be, I think, $42 million. It's supposed to be 32 in real life. But we're going to do the $42 million franchise tag because I don't want to lock in long-term with him if he's not going to be the guy. And we will find this out next year if he's the guy. So we'll head into free agency, and I am going to make moves to get all of the picks that the Giants will have in real life. So we're not going to have, I'm pretty sure we have a much better pick in here than we would if I traded for the real pick. So I'm going to do all of the picks though. So we have 9. Yeah, we're not doing that. All right, I now have all the real life picks that the Giants have. The Dolphins had the first 3. And the rest were kind of like scattered throughout the league. 25, 57, 89, 100. It's pretty good through the first 5 rounds. Those are pretty good picks. We have Daniel Jones on his franchise tag. We have Saquon Barkley. We have Shepard, Slayton, Wandale. We could use maybe a new 3rd receiver, but I'd be okay with Wandale. Interior offensive line needs a lot of work. Tackles are set. We have Bellinger. Like I said, need a new tight end. Gonna need someone on the interior D-line. Leonard Williams ain't gonna be around forever. We need inside linebackers. The edge is set. Safeties are set. And then as for corners, could use a new 3rd or a new 2nd. Darnay in the slot. Muti is here. Doesn't have any interest in the team though. He wants to be close to home in Hawaii. Well, sorry to break it to you, bud, but we're on the mainland. Made 3 offers. Jamel Dean, Nate Davis, Devin Bush. No one else is offering on Devin Bush. We're the top on Jamel Dean. And Nate Davis, it looks like we're tied. I'm going to eval and see if he goes with the team. We get Dean and Bush. Those were like the bigger ones I wanted. Unfortunately, Nate Davis is gone now. Went ahead and signed Poona Ford, fill in for that right end spot that is vacant. But Michael Thomas goes to the Eagles, that's great. Jordan Poyer to the Steelers, Chauncey to the Bengals. Tom Brady goes home to the Patriots. He's just going to retire there. Josh Allen a Lion. Jamal Williams is an Eagle, cool. Meldine with us. Ingram goes to the Cardinals. Juju also goes to the Eagles. Jabril, Colts. Anyone else? Another Eagle over here, Deshaun Elliott. That's great. The Eagles got everyone. Brandon Graham went back to the Eagles. It's great. Murphy Bunting was also a free agent. Went to the Broncos. Wow. Even with simming the whole year, the Bears have the #1 pick. Let's see what they go with here. And they take receiver Eddie Acosta. Okay. Seahawks are up here, and they're going to take right outside linebacker, Jalen Green. Next up, we got the Steelers taking Joey Howard, left tackle out of Florida. Okie dokie. Right tackle goes to the Bengals. And the Jets take Ladarius McFarland, cornerback out of Oregon State. We are trading a 1, a 3, and a future 4 for Tee Higgins. This is going to be huge upgrade to our receiver room. There were some decent players available in the draft. Like, let me just show you guys. But nothing that was going to be Tee Higgins. I think for a first, third, and a next fourth, we got a steal. We are going to have to pay him eventually. Pretty soon, actually. But Larry Lawton was about the best receiver there was. And he has terrible route running. While Tee Higgins has incredible route running. I am going to be trading pick 57, 195, and 165 projected to move up to pick 67. Well, we're moving down, but also moving up to get pick 67 and pick 99. This should go through, and it does. With round 3, pick 3, going to be taking Chase Cox, center out of Oregon State. Looks very good, only solid strength, but aside from that, I am very comfortable taking him, and he does have hidden dev. So there were a couple linebackers ahead of Renard, so I didn't think he'd get taken. But the Broncos end up taking him in round 3, pick 24. I was going pick by pick to see if a linebacker got taken, and of course they take the one that I wanted. To be honest, probably not going to end up taking a linebacker unless Keith, you got me messing up my words. Keith has elite speed, actually. Gonna take Keith Jarrett here, hopefully he's okay. Normal dev, but he does have decent speed. We'll see how he stacks up to our other middle linebackers. We don't have a lot behind Devin Bush. And with this pick, either going to go tight end or O-lineman, or I can just grab a third next year, which is actually what I'm going to do. So there's McLeod, and there's Sidney Cox. We're going to go with Sidney Cox here. Looks like he could be pretty decent. Might be able to fill a role for us. If not, we have depth. Taking a look at our draft recap. Chase Cox, our first pick, was in the 3rd round. 73 overall hidden dev, 83 pass blocking. I will take it. Run blocking needs a lot of work, but I doubt we'll ever see that. Keith Jarrett comes out as a 66 normal. Zone is off the charts garbage, but let's see how he is at middle linebacker. Probably going to be even worse. And 64. All right, Sidney Cox, right guard. 67 overall. Good run blocker. Not a great pass blocker. And then I took Dalvin Davis with our last pick. Fullback out of Illinois. 88 lead block. And he will lead the way for Barkley. The fact that our fullback is the 2nd highest rated player in this draft does not bode well. So Robbie Renard came out as a 71 hidden dev. 91 speed. 65 zone is okay. But please let him just be star. Otherwise, I'm going to be pretty damn upset about that pick. He's only a star. I still wish we would have got him because it still would have been a hidden dev middle linebacker. This is what the team looks like heading into the next year. We got Tee Higgins at wide receiver 1, superstar Sterling Shepard at wide receiver 2, Slayton at 3, Wandale at 4. We got Barkley. I signed Foreman as a backup. Cox starting center. Glowinski and Bredesen need to get replaced at some point, but for now they'll do. Daniel Bellinger will remain the starting tight end for now. We got Dalvin Davis as the third tight end. On the defensive side of the ball, I re-signed Jared Davis for a 1-year deal because we didn't have much at second middle linebacker behind Devin Bush. Aside from that, Poona Ford will be starting at left end, and Jamel Dean, cornerback 1, with Adoree Jackson and Darnay Holmes bringing up the rear on that. At the midseason mark, we are 2-4. Things ain't going too well. Let's take a look, see who we need to re-sign. Daniel Jones will wait till the end of the year to see how things go. We have Dexter Lawrence, who needs a big contract, and he's going to get a big contract, especially since he has no interest in the team. And he wants more, so we're going to have to give him more. $18 million as your bonus, and you still want more. I don't know what to do. He's going to be back one way or another. But Andrew Thomas should be back on this deal, and we get Andrew Thomas back long term. Tee Higgins, another person we need to re-sign. He's only a star, so that should help make things a little cheaper, but he has no interest in the team. So I think I want to go 20 per year. Let's go 12.5, 7.5. And we get Tee Higgins back on a long-term deal. I'm going to have to let Leonard Williams walk. 3-year. Let's go bump that up to 5.5. And we get Adoree Jackson back. Cool. We lost to the Bears, so now we're 2-5. Doesn't seem like Daniel Jones is the guy. Player friendly would be 6.3 and 20. The player will like this offer. I sure hope so. And he still wants more. Woo! Had to bump up to a very player-friendly deal. And Dexter Lawrence is back for the long run, but at what cost? So that's something you like to see. Kayvon Thibodeau gets up to superstar. Well, we finished the season 7-10 again. Daniel Jones, 4,528 touchdowns. 12 picks. It's... sacked 44 times. He did have 210 yards and 3 touchdowns. He didn't fumble at all. Barkley had a baller season. Shepard 1,211 touchdowns. Slayton 906 touchdowns. Tee Higgins 803. Not what I would have hoped for. Blocking 15 for Thomas and 14 for Neal. Of course a 90-something overall left tackle is going to allow 15 sacks. Makes sense. Devin Bush, 129 tackles, 5 for loss, 1.5 sacks. Our only player over 100 tackles. Dexter Lawrence, 19 tackle for loss, stud. Thibodeau, 17, stud. Sacks, Thibodeau's the only one with double digits. Ojulari had 5. Poona had 5. And we had 2 picks. Jamel Dean and Belton. What is going on? That's not okay. Still using Giants playbook. Not sure if Daniel Jones is the guy. We did go 7-10, and there are some quarterbacks on the top of the draft. And one of them is top 5 talent. Whether that top 5 talent is a 77 overall or an 82, couldn't tell you. He doesn't have bad traits. Doesn't look like he's crazy athletic. A medium, A short, B deep, B under pressure. He doesn't look great, which tells me this draft isn't great. Cowboys and Chargers are in the Super Bowl. Let's go ahead and take a look at these yearly awards and see no one for the Giants except for maybe Barkley. Jalen Hurts wins MVP, no Giants. Coach of the Year, no Daboll. NFC Offensive Player of the Year, Barkley at 7. Defensive Player of the Year, Thibodeau at 8. Offensive Rookie, don't have anyone. Defensive Rookie, no one. Best QB, I don't expect Daniel Jones to be on there. Barkley wins second. Doesn't win it. He gets second to Kareem Hunt for Best Running Back, Best Receiver. Shepard at 8. No O-lineman. No D-lineman. Thibodeau at 3 for linebacker. No DBs. And Gano at 8 for kicker. Yeah. See who wins the Super Bowl, though. Cowboys and Chargers. Woo. Go Chargers. 27-24 Chargers. Season recap. Let's see who the Super Bowl MVP was. Justin Herbert, and they're probably going to let him walk, but we can't pay him. We'll go ahead and advance. Resign players. Not going to be resigning Daniel Jones, unfortunately. He just didn't pan out. I was hoping he could turn things around. He didn't. Leonard Williams is going to have to walk. Graham Gano, I'm going to let walk. He's 37 years old. Daniel Jones is 27 now. Normal dev, 74 overall. Looks like he's regressing. Don't want to see that. Darnay Holmes, 26, 75 overall, star dev. Doesn't want too much money. I can give him a 3-year, 12. He wants to test free agency. Well, if there's no one better than you in free agency, then we're going to bring you back in free agency. And that's the way the cookie crumbles. Of course Justin Herbert is here. Why would they bring him back after winning the Super Bowl? Maybe they can't afford him, but either way, that's ridiculous. Not going too crazy in free agency. I do like to try and stick to players that actually have interest. So we're going for Devin White, John Runyon, Blake Gillikin, and Benjamin St. Juste. A lot of them just have no offers from other teams except for Devin White, but we'll have them eval. See who comes to the team. Blake Gillikin's the only one there because I lowballed him. Everyone else comes to the team. Love to see it. Blake Gillikin, I'm lowballing because no one else wants him. Once again, Blake Gillikin, I'm lowballing because no one else wants him. Dude, are you just going to not join a team? Is this what you think you're going to do? Let's take a look at free agency recap. Nick Bosa goes to the Saints. Lamar is with the Commanders. Yay. Hurts goes to the Bears. Okay. I guess they're moving on from Fields to someone who's like Fields. CeeDee Lamb goes to the Panthers. Diggs goes to the Falcons. Rashawn Gary is also on the Saints. Saints are spending money. Oh my gosh, they got edge. Done. Justin Herbert goes to the Seahawks. Darius Slay goes back to the Lions. Probably on a 1-year, yep. Christian Wilkins to the Colts. Gabe Davis goes to the Falcons as well. Brandon Ayuk goes to the Falcons as well. Falcons are out here spending money. Chidobe Awuzie goes to the Falcons as well. Oh lordy. Montez Sweat to the Seahawks. Saints get Cam Akers. Tyler Boyd, Jaguars. I didn't even see Tyler Boyd there, but he doesn't have interest. That's probably why I didn't pay attention. Isaiah Simmons. I wonder if they still... No, I think Justin Simmons left. That would have been cool. Ed Oliver goes to the Broncos. I would have thought about getting him, but he's just not something I want to spend money on. Leonard Williams goes to the Bears. James Bradbury goes to the Bears. John Johnson, Washington. Washington gets Jedrick Wills as well. Shaq Thompson back with the Panthers. Tom Brady still hasn't retired. Goes to the Vikings, following Brett Favre's path. Mostly to the Broncos. Higbee to the Jaguars. And Jonathan Jones goes to the Chiefs. I thought about it. Thought about signing him as a 1-year, but decided to just go with St. Juste. Save a little money, even though he's younger and he's in a longer deal. Our team looks pretty good. If you don't count that we don't have a quarterback. There's a lot of round 1 and round 1 to 2 right tackles. 2, round 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, round 1 to 2 right tackles. Oh my gosh. How? Luckily we have pick 9, so if we do need to trade up, won't be very far. Hopefully we can get by a pick or 2 without having to trade up. There are 2 top 5 talent quarterbacks, and Mike Rose isn't one of them. We have Gentry and Daniel McCullen, who has better throw power and has a couple of different things that are better about him. So we might not have to trade up at all, but I will if one of them goes off the board. And there goes Gentry. So we're going to try and trade up with the Jets. Now, I feel like we might be underpaying technically, but they accepted it. And that's how it's going to be. We're going to get our new quarterback here. He's top 5 talent. Don't know if that's going to translate to a 77 or an 82. We will find out when we get after we finish the draft. But elite throw power, good strength. He's not a mobile quarterback by any means. But Daniel McCullen, he has 81 speed actually. I didn't expect that. 94 throw power. This guy could actually be pretty dang good now that I think about it. Our biggest need right now is the one that Quincy Weston is going to fulfill. Looks like a good athlete. And hopefully So step into that role and make some plays. Took left guard Eric Denman in the 3rd round. Hidden dev as well, so all hidden dev so far. Wow, what a draft class. 75 overall is the top 5 talent. Yay. Before I go and look at everyone's stuff, let's go see left end. Justin Pruitt is an 80. Tresman Taylor, 77. Gentry was a 76. And then we got McMullen, who's a 75. There's a bunch of 75s. And then that means if you're a 74, you're also a top 5 talent. That's great. All of these 74s would have been considered top 5 talents, right? Terrible draft class, but we did hit hidden devs on all of them. So it means something. 75 overall, hidden dev. He's already better than Daniel Jones and a lot cheaper. Average sense of pressure, conservative forcing passes, I will take it. Doesn't have tight spiral throw away, but he does have 86 medium accuracy, which is pretty nice. Quincy Weston, left end out of Oregon. 77 speed, he has 64 finesse, 70 power move, 78 block shedding. Okay. It's okay. He's better than what we have. Eric Denman, 73 overall. Hidden dev. 82 pass block, 73 run block. Not the best run block guy, but we need pass protection. And Chris Whalen, kind of surprised he only is a 65 overall, but he does have hidden dev. And he actually looks pretty decent. I don't know if he'll start over Daniel Bellinger. We shall see. Heading into what I guess is technically year 2, let's take a look at this roster. Azeez Ojulari is our camp standout, so hopefully in the following week he can get that dev trait increase. But this is what the offense looks like. Hopefully the O-line can hold up better this year. John Runyon at right guard. We got the rookie left guard. And Daniel Bellinger will still be the tight end. Tee Higgins, Slayton, and Shepard make up the receiver room still. And I have the Gus Bus backup running back. And we'll have Daniel McMullen running the show. D-line kind of still needs work. Dexter Lawrence, beast in the middle. Then we got the Devin brothers at middle linebacker. We got the edge set. Safeties are set. It's just, forgot to look at DevUps last year, but Thibodeau got up to X Factor. And we have Jake Elliott and Blake Gillikin. Hopefully this is the year that we start getting on track. And it looks like Ojulari has met his requirements for the camp standout. I guess he didn't get any dev trait. That's cool. But he did at least get, you know, he got 10,000 XP. I think he actually can continue it. But it looks like Julian Love wants to break out. So guess we'll keep going week by week until we stop having these scenarios. What else is coming for camp standout? Is this a press conference about it? No, we're still talking to him. Okay. Didn't we just talk to this dude? Oh, okay. He now wants more. Okay. And then rookie QB. I accidentally hit that I wanted a great performance instead of show flashes like I would normally do. But I guess he did it. So we'll take that 25K. Not 25K, I wish. Sheesh. That took a lot longer than I thought it would. Maybe that means a lot of good things. We did win against the Bucks. Pretty good score. Julian Love did not get his breakout, unfortunately. But maybe we'll look to replace him at some point soon. He is still a decent overall, though. Kind of curious. Was it McMullen? Please be. Daniel Jones. Wow! Wow! Now Daniel Jones wants to put up numbers when he's on the Eagles. Wow! You gotta be kidding me, bro. Alright, camp standout. Please, Azeez. What a loser. Come on, dude. At the midseason mark, we are 3-4. Not the worst, I guess. It's kind of an improvement. Let's see who we have to resign. Ojulari. Shepard's going to walk. He's 31 years old at this point. Going to have to look to replace him. Let's see if we can get Azeez back on that. He wants more because he has no interest in being here. Shepard's going to go. Poona's going to go. Mark's going to go. Galladay, thank you, is going to go. I think really I just need Ojulari back. And Aziz is back on a player-friendly deal. Taking a look at our rookie dev traits, McMullen comes out with star. Denman comes out with star. Whalen we don't know because Bellinger's starting. And on the defensive side of the ball, Weston, for some reason, isn't seeing the field that much. Okay, he's almost there. But I would imagine he is also a star. Well, we end up going 8 and 9. So let's see if we can find out what the problem is. Wasn't Daniel McMullen. He had a really good season. 4,800 yards, 42 touchdowns, 14 picks. I don't think the scheme needs to change. Barkley, 1,400 yards, 11 touchdowns. Got very involved. McMullen did something on the ground. The Gus Bus got something. I did slide Tee Higgins into the slot, and he did 1,400 yards and 10 touchdowns. Balled out. Shepard, 1,011. Slayton, 907. Like, these are great offensive numbers. How was the blocking? It was better. Defense, White and Bush, both over 120 tackles. Tackle for loss, Lawrence, Ojulari, and Thibodeau, double digits. Sacks, Thibodeau had 10. Ojulari with 9. And sacks are just... they're alright. They're not amazing. 6 picks for Jamel Dean. Okay. 4 for Adoree. 2 for Devin White. That has to get us a dev up, right? Has to. 6 picks? I'm so confused as to what was wrong with the team then. Elliott sucked. I mean, he wasn't the worst, he just wasn't great. What is the problem? Why'd we go 8 and 9? Offensive yards, we were 8th. Let's just go in here and check. Alright. So we were 8th in yards. What about points per game? Not that far down. Defensively, we are far down. We allowed the most yards while having the 3rd most picks. What? What happened? That doesn't even make sense, dude. That doesn't even make sense. We didn't even turn the ball over that much. Turnover differential. Was ours like the worst? No. We had a +2. I don't understand this game. How did we end up doing... how did we allow that many defensive yards? Defense was trash, dude. Even though the stats look good. Love and McKinney both have low morale right now, so maybe it was them. Maybe they're the reason we suck. Oh, also the Eagles went 5 and 12 with Daniel Jones. Yeah. Madden just has a thing out for Daniel Jones. He's not allowed to get better. It's fine. We got Daniel McMullen up to superstar. Let's go. I'm surprised Higgins didn't go up, but okay. And then Whalen is a star, of course. On the defensive side of the ball, we have Weston's a star. Jamel Dean up to superstar, thankfully. And that is all the changes for everyone. 2024 season recap. The Panthers beat the Colts 21-19 in the Super Bowl with Enrique Foreman, Super Bowl MVP. Josh Allen wins MVP. Zach Taylor, Coach of the Year. Offensive Player of the Year, Cooper Kupp. Defensive Player of the Year, Myles Garrett. We get Offensive Rookie with Daniel McMullen. And Defensive Rookie of the Year is Benji Hawkins. McMullen was 9th for MVP in his rookie year. You'll love to see it. Not on Offensive Player of the Year, though. No one on defensive. Offensive Rookie, obviously. Defensive Rookie at number 8. Best QB number 6. Barkley at 4 for Best Running Back. Higgins at 7. Runyon at 6. For O-line. D-line, no one. Linebacker, we got Thibodeau and Ojulari. Jamel Dean wins Best DB. And Jake Elliott is 6th for Best Kicker. Only going for 2 players in free agency, and they are big ones. Devonta Smith and Nate Hobbs. Nate Hobbs will round out our corner room, and Devonta Smith will replace Sterling Shepard, and he'll actually become our 1 or number 2. I'm not sure where he ranks with Tee Higgins, but that would be amazing. No one else is offering on these two. Jalen Waddle is there, but he has other offers. So if I don't have to compete with someone, I'll go for it. And we get Devonta Smith and Nate Hobbs. They wanted to take Daniel Jones. Well, we're going to take one of their best receivers. How about that? And for the D linemen, we need to refill a hole that Poona Ford left, but there's not a lot there. Aside from Poona Ford, like this Harrison Phillips, he's okay. He's not really what I'm looking for. And he wants 13.4 per year. One way or another, we're going to fill that spot. We're going to fill the hole, you know what I'm saying? Take a look at free agency recap. We got the second best player in free agency, tied for first. But Jalen Waddle goes to the Jaguars. AJ Terrell goes to the Rams. Thought about Terrell, but we don't really need him. And he has no interest. I didn't want to overpay too much for someone that's a 92 overall. Hopkins goes to the Niners. Jalen Phillips goes to the Seahawks. Ooh. Greg Newsome to the Bucks. Asante Samuel to the Bucks. Tua to the... back to the Dolphins. Juju to Washington. Justin Reed to the Cowboys. Taron Johnson to the Lions. Okay. Hunter Renfrow goes to the Packers. A little late for Aaron Rodgers. Deontay Johnson to the Colts. Derek Force to the Steelers. Mike Hilton to the Chargers. Just, you know, some things. There's a lot of things they could really do to make free agency better. And I think showing players previous stats, like their stats from the previous year while in free agency, would make it look a lot better. And they should let you be able to look at your own depth chart while you're looking at players. You just shouldn't have to click on each separate one to see who you have at that position. You should be able to just have your depth chart on the same screen so you can see exactly what you need and where people would fit if you sign them. In this draft, I'm looking for a couple things: tight end, D-line, and possibly safety. I am going to take Lane Backus here. It might be a little early for him, but he's a top tight end on the board, and he's going to be good. He's not hit. Why did I say hidden? He's not hidden. Normal dev. He's 21 years old, 6'6", 87 speed, 87 excel, 86 agility, 82 change of direction. I think he's going to be pretty good. Hopefully he comes out even better than Daniel Bellinger right now. There is one strong safety that looks like he's going to be a freak. Ramon Cooper. This dude looks... ooh, like his zone ain't great. But, look at this. Elite, great, good, great. First, second, first. Like what, dude? Ramon Cooper. I might sim a couple picks and then try and trade up to get him. Wow, what a bunch of losers. Alright then. Trading my second round pick for a 2 and a 3 next year, as well as a 6 this year. Compared to last draft, this one was terrible. I should have made moves for the safety and D lineman that I wanted, but I didn't. We end up with Lane Backus at least 74 overall. Probably going to start right out the gate. Hopefully helps boost something on this team. The defense is what really needed help for some reason. We get Garrison and Micah Taylor. They were the best available when I picked. I traded away a bunch of picks for future picks. And I'm just curious as to how good or bad this draft was in general. It looks terrible. Oh, what? Oh, I wasn't looking for... I've never seen anyone this good in a draft. Oh my gosh. I don't need a running back, but... Oh my gosh. Obviously generational. James Langford. Best player I've ever seen in one of these drafts. And then to have an 85 Brett Durant. Oh my gosh. 99 jumping, 99 spec catch with 94 speed at 6'4". Oh, and I believe I saw that strong safety that I wanted is the third highest. Ramon Cooper. How nice. Thank you so much, Dolphins, for taking him from me. Yeah, he's pretty dang good. 79 man. I'm pretty upset that he was taking the pick before I was going to trade up for him. Only star, but still devastating. That just, that goes to show, even if you don't need positions, you should still scout them, because you never know, they could be generational and you could be missing out. Even though you have Saquon Barkley and Tee Higgins and Devonta Smith, you never know. This is what the roster looks like heading into year 3. Superstar McMullen, we got superstar Devonta Smith. Gonna start Backus over Bellinger, even though Bellinger's a higher overall. Backus is 3 years younger. We got the Gus Bus back on the train, baby. And as for defense, Poona Ford was still in free agency, so brought him back to fill that left end spot that we couldn't manage to fill. And then we got Nate Hobbs in the slot to fill it out. We got Devonta Smith being our slot wide receiver for the season as well. And once again at midseason, we are 3-4. You love to see it. I don't understand. Might look to trade some picks for some upgrades. 62 million cap space. We got to re-sign Kayvon Thibodeau. See if we can get him on a 17 per year. He needs a bigger offer because no one is interested in this team. As always, Jamel Dean is also here. I'd like to get him on a 3-year deal. Bump that up to 8. Bump that up to 7. See if he accepts that. He still wants more. That's fantastic. Who else do we have here? Evan Neal, Runyon, and that's about it as far as people who matter. Evan Neal, also huge deal. I decided to decline his 5th-year option. We'll try this. Do I want to try that? Let's try player friendly first. Bump that up to 6. He wants more. We're gonna have to do the very player friendly deal. And lastly, John Runyon, if I can get him back on a 1 or 2 year, I can do 2 years. He is interested in the team, so hopefully that will get it done for him. Offer's perfect. Thank you. We have 11 mil to work with for these 3 stingy booty holes. Oh wow, we lost again. 3-5. I don't understand. I literally don't get it. Like, why is this team doing so bad? Like, why? Alright, so I did 7, 7, and 10. 7.4 and 11.4. I'll try the player friendly. Hopefully he takes that. And he's gonna need the very player friendly, of course. What about you, Jamel? 2, 8.6, and 7.2. Let's do 3, 8.6. Okay, Jamel Dean's back. We have 7.8 mil left. This is ridiculous. Oh my gosh, dude. That's what happens when you have studs everywhere. 7 year. I'll just do this. Please accept. Thank you. Alright, we have 5.6 mil left to get Thibodeau wrapped up. That's literally all we're going to be able to re-sign. We're going to have no money moving forward. So I did very player-friendly deal. Kayvon is not interested, so we're going to have to franchise tag him. Yay for franchise tags! And once again, we finish 8-9 with a 91 overall team. Taylor Heineke is the best quarterback in the league. Okay. McMullen, only 29 touchdowns. Ew, that's gross. Saquon annihilated the league. Devonta Smith, Higgins, and Slayton all over 1,000 yards. Backus was okay, I guess. Defensively, we had Devin White and Bush both over 100 tackles again. 18 tackle for loss for Dexter Lawrence, 15.5 sacks for Thibodeau, 9.5 for Ojolari, 6.5 for Lawrence. Not great. 3 picks for McKinney, 2 for Bush, 2 for Adoree, 2 for Jamel Dean, and 1 for a couple of other guys. Why are we losing? 3 players allowed over 10 sacks. Oh my gosh. Why? What is going on here? Can't be the playbook because McMullen basically did this last year but had a lot more touchdowns. Doesn't make sense. We were 4th in points scored. 22nd in points allowed. I guess it's 3rd in offensive yards I guess I'm gonna change the defensive scheme. Like, that's... I've done good with the Giants defense before. I don't understand. We're gonna try a different playbook next year though. I guess we're gonna try the Jets. Are they 3-4 or are they 4-3? I don't know. Offense will stay with Giants. It's been working, right? The Jets are a 4-3 defense. Nice. Love to see it. Who else is doing good? I guess we're gonna try Tampa Bay for defense and see how that goes. Oh wow, Chiefs-Eagles Super Bowl in 2025. Woo! See if we have any dev changes on the team. Don't see any on offense, so that's nice to see. Okay, how about defense? McKinney's up to superstar. That's something. Julian Love is going to be replaced. We need to replace Poona Ford and Julian Love on defense. On offense, we need a tight end still. Aside from that, this team should be destroying the league. And I don't get it. MVP is Joe Burrow. Braden Williamson is Coach of the Year. Offensive Player of the Year, Barkley at number 3. Defensive Player of the Year, Thibodeau at number 5. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Backus at number 5. Defensive Rookie of the Year, nobody. Best QB, not on the list. Best running back, Barkley at 2. Best receiver, really? Okay, best of, well, we didn't really get touchdowns, so I guess it makes sense. No linemen, no D linemen. Thibodeau at 2 for linebacker. Best DB is no one. And best kicker, and we have Butker at 6. Yay for trash. And the Chiefs beat the Eagles 35-30 in the Super Bowl. Woo! Alright, now, I didn't want to click on that. Well, I thought tagging Thibodeau was going to put us in the negatives, but it's only going to be $16.5 million. But we're not going to be able to get anyone in free agency that is worth anything, so that's fantastic. Not able to sign anyone in free agency, but let's go ahead and see who did sign anyone. Panthers get Mark Andrews. Would have been nice to be able to afford someone like that, but we can't. Garrett Wilson, Cowboys. Kamara goes to the Bucks. Elliott goes to the Ravens. Tyler Smith goes to the Patriots. Taylor Moton to the Falcons. No one got Townsend. Trevor Swartz to the Steelers. It wasn't a very strong free agency class. Andrew Booth to the Titans. Von Bell to the Jaguars, a superstar. Taron Johnson to the Rams. Traylon Burks to the Packers. Tyler Boyd to the Chiefs. Ramondre Stevenson. And there's not a whole lot inter-division. Desmond King. Kevin Dotson. We need to win. Like, we don't have money now. And our team is almost as good as it's going to get. So there was one player I wanted the most. And he went number 1 overall. I don't even think he was projected to go that high. But I guess since they don't have Aaron Donald, they're like, whatever, dude. We're going to get him. Aaron Williams. All right, let's see who's actually there. Of course, there's 2 top 5 quarterbacks available at pick 17. I don't need quarterback. Thank you, though. I appreciate it. Round 1 talent, round 2 to 3 talent, round 1 to 2 talent. All these quarterbacks, and we don't need one. What the freak, dude? I mean, he's okay. I guess we're going to take him because we need D-line. 94 strength, 84 excel. We'll take it. Just wish I could have got Darren Taylor, you know? Well, I ended up going on a BPA run, and that's where I got Joshua Harris, Jonathan Wilcox, Marquise Morgan, and Sergio Compton. The rest were just, maybe they'll fill out some roster spots, but Travis McIver, 76 overall, normal dev. 76 is higher than I thought he would have been. He's a good run stopper. That's it. But he'll fill in where Poona Ford was. And then we have Joshua Harris. He's hidden dev. He's a big boy. 75 pass, 74 run block. Pretty decent. May end up taking over a starting spot. Not right now. Jonathan Wilcox, 77, normal dev. I got him because he was fast. And he's the best player available. Might move one of these corners back to safety and take over for Julian Love. Marquise Morgan, we need a tight end still. This one is hidden dev. Both of the tight ends that I drafted this year are hidden dev, and they're better than the one we got last year. So, we will see who's going to start. It's either going to be 74, Marquise Morgan, or 75, Sergio Compton. I had back-to-back picks, and I said, you know what? May as well try. Go for both of them. Both of them look pretty decent, and the rest are the rest. I want to see how good this freaking Darren Williams is 75, and y'all took him with the #1 pick. He's barely better than the guy I got. You guys suck. Heading into year 4, we are still 91 overall. This is the roster we have. Daniel McMullen, it looks like he regressed maybe because Madden's stupid and makes people regress. Devonta Smith, Tee Higgins, Darius Slayton, Tyquan Thornton rounding out the receiver room. Tight ends, we are going to be starting Sergio Compton. And we'll put Morgan at 2nd, and Backus is going to be 3rd. O-line looks solid. Hopefully they can just not allow a crazy amount of sacks again. McIver's going to be starting at left end, with Weston at right end and Dexter Lawrence in the middle. Cornerback room, Jamel Dean, Nate Hobbs, Adoree Jackson. Now I'm going to slide Wilcox over St. Juice, see if he can get in there. McKinney, superstar. Edge are great. Middle linebackers are great. Julian Love, hopefully he doesn't stink. Well, at the midseason mark, we have our first winning record at this point of the season, so hopefully that means something. We have a breakout wide receiver. I don't know who it is. Tell me who it is. Devonta Smith wants to be an X Factor. Can he do it? Probably not. Very player-friendly deal. 14.5. Let's make this 8. Accept it. What do you want from me, you freaking asshole? Oh my gosh. Chase Cox, what do you want? I'm not even going to re-sign you probably. I don't want you. I have plenty of O-linemen. Adoree, you're 30 years old. You can go. Dalvin Davis, I would like to. I just don't see why I would spend $5 million on a fullback when I can get one in the draft. St. Juice, you're 28, normal dev. Bye. Sidney Cox, you were one of my backup linemen, aren't you? Well, that's fine. Keegan Walters, you're trash. A lot of trash out here, huh? A lot of trash. Really just need Thibodeau. Okay, he didn't. Gotcha. For a second, I was like, oh, he did it. No. Cool. Nate Hobbs got a new ability. Cool. He got better. We did win, though. We smacked their asses. All right. That's what I like to see. Let's try and get Thibodeau again, because he wants the world. Oh my gosh, this freaking lunatic. 8.2 and 15, please. Thank you. It's literally, I'm giving you the world. Okay? It's giving you're an asshole. It's raining men. Hallelujah. It's raining men. We have made the playoffs for the first time in year 4. The first of many. Hopefully we can win a bunch of games here and get the Super Bowl. We're a 92 overall team. I don't see why we couldn't. So I just jumped into the game real quick, and you're not gonna believe something, but wait for it. Load. Our tight end is an X Factor. Sergio Compton is an X Factor. I made the right decision. I didn't know firsthand, but I saw his release was way better than Backus and Morgan. He had 77 release compared to their 60 something. I was like, dude's starting. Dude's a starter. Team is on fire. Can we get a playoff win today? They scored like it was nothing. We're down 7-0. Now it's 14-0. Going in halftime 21-0. Not looking likely. And we are stalling out and being trash. Wow, we kicked the field goal. Whoa. 30 to oh gosh, what a game for the New York Football Giants. 92 overall, getting demolished in the first round of the playoffs, their first playoff appearance in this rebuild, and it was bad. What happened? Why did you throw 4 picks, dude? What? Devonta Smith and Higgins had a good game, but like, what? Alright, we're changing the offensive playbook. 4,000 yards, 27 touchdowns. Dude had 7 picks all season and throws 4 in his first playoff game. What are you doing? The yards are there, the touchdowns are not. Barkley gets all the touchdowns. Peter Benedict. Look at that dude. Receiving, Devonta Smith, 1,208 touchdowns, 907 for Slayton. He will be gone. Sergio Compton, 703. Pretty decent. Sacks were way down. You like to see that. That's something. Defensively, 3 players over 100 tackles. Look at Nate Hobbs. Tackle for loss, 18 for Travis McIver. Okay, brother. On the sack market, we got 11.5 for Thibodeau, 7.5 for Lawrence, 7 for Ojulari, 5 for Quincy, 3 for McIver. Okay. 3. Oh, I thought that was our sacks, and I was going to freak out. Picks, not much better. Only 4 players had picks. 2 of them were our middle linebackers. Yearly awards. Josh Allen wins MVP. Zach Taylor wins Coach of the Year. Are we on the list? At least no. NFC Offensive Player of the Year. Saquon at number 3. Okay. Defensive Player of the Year. No one. Offensive Rookie. Sergio's at number 7 and Benedict number 10. Defensive Rookie. McIver gets 3rd. That's trash. Best QB. McCullen was 8. Or McMullen. I keep calling him McCullen. It's McMullen. Saquon at number 2 for running back. Receivers, I don't expect. O-line. No, we had a pretty good O-line performance, though. Collectively. Best linebacker, Thibodeau at 4. I am surprised we haven't seen Dexter Lawrence on one of these at least once. See if there's any dev ups. Nothing on offense. Anyway, we're going to be letting Cox walk. I think I can just slide Harris over and slide Denman over. And I'd be comfortable with that. As for the defensive side of the ball, Nate Hobbs goes up to X Factor, even though he had no picks. But he was over 100 tackles. McKinney goes up to X Factor. Okay. Love goes up to Star. Defense looks good. They don't play good. For this next year, I'm going to go with Cincinnati offense, Pittsburgh defense. Switch it up a little bit from the other rebuilds, but also do things that should work out. The Commanders win the Super Bowl 31-19 over the Bengals, with Sharif Collins being Super Bowl MVP. Once again, we have no salary cap to do anything in free agency or re-sign any type of depth players. So we're going to sim straight to the draft because this is very depressing. Not a whole lot this team needs. They just need to put it together and win, which is apparently like really hard for a 91 overall team to do. Taking a look at the draft recap, we had a pretty dang solid draft. I went with BPA. As I said, just need depth, and we got it. Darren Meadows, I took in the first round, 6'3" corner with good speed, 77 man, 72 zone. May end up starting over the corner we drafted last season. James Webster, free safety, 76 overall, hidden dev. 79 zone out the gate is pretty dang good. Wide receiver Heath Saunders going to be our number 3. You know, 80 release out the gate, I'll take that. Oh, another recurring thing you're going to see is these are all hidden devs, except for Ramon Zimmerman, who's going to now be our number 3 middle linebacker. 72 zone. Okay, this is like really good draft for players that I don't need. Let's go ahead and take a look at this roster for the final year. We are a 89 overall, 91 defense, 89 offense. And, I mean, we've built this team up really nicely. Dayball, been a great... I don't know if he's been a great coach, honestly. But O-line still as good as it was. We lost our center, slid over Denman, and Harris slid into left guard spot. We have our X-Factor tight end. Devonta Smith, Tee Higgins. We got our rookie receiver. McMullen, please carry us to the promised lands. On the defensive side of the ball, no changes except for I slid Meadows into the 3rd slot instead of Will Cox. And Webster is our backup strong safety, so he'll get some playtime there. And hopefully this can be the year and we can get back to the playoffs at least. And I can hop into a game and try out these guys. Y'all really gotta like do something. Come on. Come on now. 91 overall. Let's go. I accidentally hit stop recording, so that's nice. But we finished the season 12-5. We were in the wild card round against the Saints. We did win our division. The rest of the division was god awful. But we're here. And hopefully we can make something of it. Up 3-0. So it's starting better than our last playoff game, I'll tell you that. 6-7. Wish we could get in the end zone sometime, but there we go. 13-10, we're up at halftime, tied 13-13. Third quarter, they drive down, get a field goal, and it looks like we're just not wanting to score touchdowns. And we get the touchdown there. It looks like we have the ball now. Can I jump the next play? Okay. 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 Can you guys like get a touchdown? Please? They do it. They get a touchdown. Okay. The Saints are driving down. They're trying. They're trying. They got 20 seconds left. Are they? Oh. Oh no. Big sack by Kayvon. Ooh, Kayvon ended the game. Let's go. We finally get a playoff win. I had to take that slow at the end because I was kind of scared. I didn't want to get sent home early again. McMullen did okay, 342. 2 touchdowns, no picks. Barkley just doesn't want to show up in the playoffs. Brandon Cooks went back to the Saints. All right. Ending his career there. Tee Higgins balled out. Devonta Smith balled out. Sergio Compton balled out. Saquon, Keith Saunders, Oh, that boy McMullen up to a 90 overall. Ooh wee. That's nice. His play action and throw on the run and throw under pressure are all kind of trash, but aside from that, he's looking pretty good. He doesn't have anything in his ability slots. Well, we'll change that, alright? Keith Saunders is only a star. Kind of was hoping for better, but you know, that's what you would expect. Is star. Webster also star. Love to see it. Meadows also star. Well, we want you to get protected for sure. Not sure how much it's going to help in sim, but I want you to have it. We'll go inside Deadeye. Inside Deadeye and protected seems pretty good. Hopefully it works out pretty well. Evan Neal, do you have any abilities over here? Secure Protector and Tough Nut. The worst things you could think of? We'll go deep out and... Honorary, why? Why would you have that? We'll go grab and go and deep out elite. Honorary lineman, is that why Saquon gets all the yards? Because you just block for him? What does Dexter have? I'm sorry, I'm just really curious why these players have trash. Give you El Toro. And what's this? Run stopper? Yeah, you can keep that. We will be taking on the 11-6 Seahawks. I don't know how Kenneth Walker is still a star at 97 overall. That dude is a freak of nature, and I'm scared for what he's going to do in the future. Justin Herbert, Jalen Phillips, jeez, their team is stackaroonied. Hopefully the team wants to show up a little better this week, because it looks like we have a tougher opponent. But we do get the stop in the first drive, 0-0. Looks like defenses are holding strong, except for ours here. And then we get down to a 3-0 lead. Then we take a 14-3 lead. Excuse my language. We're up 14-3, 17-3 in the third, 17-6 in the third. In the fourth quarter, we're up 24-13. They are driving. Ooh. Ooh. This is interesting. Can the defense hold? Can the defense not hold? All right. Jump to next play. All right. We're going to jump in now. What we got going on over here, boys? Why did you not call a timeout? You guys are idiots. I don't quite like his throwing motion. We are in field goal range now, though, so there's something. So on my last rebuild, I jumped in and I thought it was on All Pro, but apparently it was on All Madden. Because that's my settings, so I guess it like readjusted it back to that. Boys, I would like to go to the Super Bowl here. I can't believe Tee Higgins is still only a star. No, that's not what I wanted. I'm gonna reset that. Okay. Let's go, Compton. Ooh, baby, I love you, eh? Yeah. What is going on over here? We're going to throw that away because I don't see anything good and I don't want to get sacked. I don't quite like these plays they're giving me. You're going to try Devonta Smith for a touchdown here? No? Yes? What a throw, you bum! Alright. Can Harrison Butker make this chip shot? He does. Alright. Going to OT, and they start with the ball. There's a good Sackaroonie there. Pass knocked away. We get the ball back. Second and 10. Big play there for Sergio Compton. Okay, run the ball, run the ball. Big sack there for Kirk Walford, whoever that is. Penalty against the defense. Okay. Second and 14, sacked again. I feel like they are playing for the field goal here. Can Butker get the win? He does, and we are moving on to the next round of the playoffs. That was a good game. In the NFC Conference Championship, we will be taking on the Carolina Panthers, who finished their season 14-3. So that's always nice. Hopefully this team has something in them, and they're the ones that got Mark Andrews and CeeDee Lamb. Oh, man. All right, boys. We got another one in us. Let's find out. Oh, gosh, they drove down like it was nothing, but so did we. We're up 7-3. We're up 7-6. 10-6. Giants lead. Still 10-6, and they take a 13-10 lead at halftime. We take the lead back 17-13. They jump out 20-17. We jump ahead 24-22. Now it's tied 27-27. Oh boy, what's gonna happen? That's a big penalty that you don't like to see. Wow. Looks like the Panthers are going to be headed to the Super Bowl here. They ended up getting a touchdown, actually. And we're going to have to jump in here. See if we can get to overtime again. 43 seconds, no timeouts. And let's see what we can cook up. See, right here, I kind of wish I had Jalen Waddle. Let's try out this close PA cross, see what Higgins can do. I'd rather have Devonta Smith in that spot, but, you know. Wow, he's going to drop the ball? What a loser. Come on, dude. Can't be doing that. We need it right now. We need that. We need that, my dude. And, that happened. Not going too well. Go, T! Oh my gosh, you're so slow. And there's no time, and we're going to lose to the Panthers because Tee Higgins is booty and slow. Not booty, but he got most of his yards on that catch. We'll also take a look at the Pro Bowls on the way. McMullen, QB1, Barkley, running back 1. Devonta Smith is in there at the Pro Bowl. Compton, tight end 1. Oh my gosh, Andrew Thomas, left tackle 1. John Runyon is in there. This is a lot of Pro Bowlers, my dude. No Dexter Lawrence, but whatever, dude. Magana. Thibodeau, right outside linebacker 1, and Parsons, that's ridiculous. No corners, and Julian Love made the Pro Bowl. Okay, not bad. Panthers and Browns in the Super Bowl. Similar to that week, see if we have any dev-ups. Here we are in Super Bowl week. Let's go ahead and take a look at the roster, see if we have any dev-ups. Then we'll take a look at stats and yearly awards. McMullen gets himself to X Factor. Devonta Smith gets himself to X Factor. Tee Higgins gets himself to stay at star. Oh my gosh, this offense is ridiculous. It's the way it goes. And Julian Love gets himself up to superstar. Whoa, okay, brother. Ojulari never got up from star. Bush, White, stars all along. Would have loved to see a little bit more dev progression from some certain players throughout this rebuild. We got our QB in year 2, so that's something. That trade for Tee Higgins, I don't know if it really panned out particularly well. He had one good season. I think that's when he was in the slot. The rest of it, he only had 3 touchdowns. What is going on, dude? That's crazy. Physical for Devonta Smith, because I think release was like his only thing he was really lacking on this whole time. It's at 84. So yeah, everything else is amazing. Ugh, I don't know. Devonta Smith balled every season for us. He was in the slot, so it makes sense. But still, to have at least 1,200 yards every season. This year he had 19 touchdowns. That's ridiculous. Let's go ahead and take a look at these season stats. Daniel McMullen balled out in the Bengals scheme. 5,000 yards, 46 touchdowns to 12 picks. Rushing the ball, 1,500 yards, 19 touchdowns for Barkley. So Bengals playbook is OP for one receiver. Devonta Smith, 1,600 yards and 19 touchdowns. Ridiculous. Tee Higgins, Sergio Compton, what a goon. I did not expect him to be X Factor. Sacks, Evan Neal allowed 15. Andrew Thomas, way better, 6. Defensively, Devin White and Devin Bush over 100 tackles. Julian Love also, that's why he got that dev up, I'm assuming. And the Pro Bowl. Thibodeau, Weston, and Lawrence, double-digit tackle for loss. Sacks, Thibodeau 15. That man balled out this whole rebuild. Picks, 3 for Bush, 3 for Wilcox, 2 for Love, 2 for McKinney, and 2 for Jamel Dean, with 1 for a couple of other guys. Yearly awards. Mahomes wins MVP, McMullen at 7. Alright then. I don't know what we gotta do. Devonta Smith, number 1 for Offensive Player of the Year. Saquon Barkley, number 2. No quarterback on there. Okay. Thibodeau, 4. Defensive Player, Offensive Rookie. Heath Saunders at number 3. No defensive rookies. Best QB, number 4 for McMullen. Running back, Saquon. Receiver, Devonta Smith. Don't expect any others on there. Nope. Denman. The move back to center was the right move for him. 3rd on the best O-line list. Best D lineman, nothing. Best linebacker, Kayvon. Thibodeau. But Dexter Lawrence never even got on any of these lists, and it's really disappointing because he's a 99 overall, and he's a freaking monster. But whatever, dude. We're going to go look at some of these players' individual stats now. First, let's just see who wins the Super Bowl so we can get that over with. Probably something you'll never see. Panthers ended up winning the Super Bowl, the team that knocked us out. Whatever, 38-17, Panthers are your Super Bowl champions. Dude's a stud, okay? First year, doesn't count, because that's his real life stats pretty much. But 10, 10, 15, 11, 15, dude is a monster. Got up to a 90 overall X Factor with Escape Artist for some reason. But, you know, this was the right pick in the draft, even though these 2 years sucked with the Giants playbook. And then 46-12, he had his best season this year. From a touchdown standpoint, last season he only had 7 picks, but threw 4 in this playoff game. Dexter Lawrence, kind of disappointing. He did good on tackle for loss. Last season was not good for him though. He's just, I love Dexter Lawrence, but what is wrong with Madden? Why? Why is that bad? Gotta take a look at Saquon. 99 overall, X Factor, 31 years old. But you know, we kept the key pieces here. And this dude, oh my goodness. 1,600, 1,400, 1,700, 1,500, 1,500. Monster! Can you say Hall of Famer? What a beast. But that is going to do it for this rebuild. And if you guys enjoyed the video, please go ahead and leave a like, comment, subscribe. No, we didn't win the Super Bowl, but it's kind of ridiculous when you build a 91 overall powerhouse team and you can't get to the Super Bowl. We didn't even get there, dude. And this team is way better than my last rebuild team. But that's EA. That's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes, and that's the way it's going to be because it's going to be that way. But I'll catch y'all next time. And until then, bye-bye.